Hi guys, back with another episode of Question Fucking Everything. But before we move on, we need something to drink. Here on tap I have my second runnings experiment, the Saison, which I made a video of, and I will put a link to that below. Have a look at that. The topic for today is mashing, Mashtime and the old iodine conversion test. Have we been mashing for the right time? Do we mash too long? Is the iodine test reliable for when we have converted all our starches into sugars? So I will test this on a brew today. I will mash it at a really low temperature, which could benefit from a longer mash time. Let's get out in the field and start our investigation. Cheers guys! Minutes into the mash, gonna do some testing here for science. First up, we will take a reading. We'll do it at mash temp, so we have the same temp each time. This experiment. We're at 1069. Now we're gonna do a conversion test. And according to this, all the starches has been converted into sugars already. Take another sample for science. Same temperature. Temperature doesn't concern us now. We just have to be sure that we have the same temperature between the samples. Okay. 1071. 90 minutes in. Let's do another test again here. See if we got some more sugars. 1074 after 90 minutes. 120 minutes into the mash. Starting to get tired of this. Let's do this again. All for science. 1077. Okay. 1077. 120 minutes. So there you have the film from the brew day. Let's get through those numbers again. At 40 minutes, 1069 in the mash, the iodine conversion test showed us that all our starches had been converted into sugars. According to that, we were ready. I gave it another 20 minutes, so 60 minutes into the mash, we got the number 1071. So we have pulled out even more sugars, even though the iodine test earlier had shown us that we had converted all of our starches into sugars. So I gave it another 30 minutes. So at 90 minutes of mashing, we measured 1074. So we had even brought out more sugars from the grains. So I gave it another 30 minutes and we're into 120 minutes of mashing. And after 120 minutes, we got 1077. So we have pulled out more sugars. Now I started to get a little bit tired of the experiment taking so long. When I mash at this temp, I usually have been mashing for about 75 or even up to 90 minutes, but never as long as 2 hours. So I gave it yet another 30 minutes. And after mashing at 60C for 150 minutes, we had the same point as at 120 minutes. We were still sitting at 1077, so I call the experiment off. So can we draw any conclusion from this experiment? I would say if you are mashing at a lower temp, like around 60 Celsius, you should do a 2-hour mash. That's what the numbers told me today. The mash pH was corrected to about 5.3, so we were optimal there. I'm gonna have to come back to this experiment, but the next time with a higher temperature, because the book says that if you mash at a higher temperature, the conversion will go faster. But the conclusion for today is, if you are gonna mash at a lower temperature, do a 2-hour mash. Cheers guys, thanks for watching. Dr. Hans out.